Hello, my name is Elizabeth Adams, and I've been in the Marine Corps for a little over 3 years now, and I've been on a handful of field operations. And today I'll be sharing a few tips on things to bring to field operations to make them just a little bit less sucky. This is just a little disclaimer that everything that I'm going to tell you today is completely optional. It has nothing to do with your mandatory gear list that your company or your platoon is going to be giving you. This is just a few things that may or may not help you depending on the type of person you are. So if you're the type of person that doesn't really care about your comfort, right? Or you're just like, I don't want to bring anything extra because I don't want to pack or carry anything extra. It's all on you, boo-boo. You got this. This is just for the few people out there that might want to bring a few extra little things to make their life more enjoyable, right? So without further ado, number one is, I won't like this, but number one is a blow-up pool floaty, like the bed. It's lightweight, it fits in your pack really easily, and it makes sleeping on rocks a lot more comfortable. You can just, blow it up, and then when you're done, you deflate it and roll it back up, put it inside of your pack. If you are going to be sleeping in a huge tent with a bunch of higher ups possibly, you might not want to use it because they're probably going to have an issue with you sleeping on a hot pink pool floaty while they're sleeping on the rocks, But if you are sleeping in like a 2-man tent and you get your own little area, A1. Number 2 is a few snacks for yourself and a few snacks to be able to trade. So I think this is pretty self-explanatory, but after a long day in the field, when everything went wrong and you're cold and you're wet, sometimes it's, the only thing to keep you from going internal is just thinking about being able to eat a few Oreos or a handful of chips. And also, when you're out in the field and you want a favor from your buddy, or you want their chicken pesto meal and you don't really have much, well, if you want to trade some of your snacks, it's a perfect thing to be able to barter with. Number 3 is kind of controversial, but it's a small bottle of perfume. And this is just something that I like to do. I get a lot of hate for it sometimes, but when you're in the field with some people for, a week or longer, there's a lot of funky smells. And I think that everybody in the military can attest to a lot of folks smelling weird even when they're not in the field, just on the regular, they just aren't bathing. So if you're the type of person that likes to feel like they're not surrounded by deep stench all the time, this might be a thing for you, Number 4 is, again, really extra, but I like to bring a small bottle of Fabuloso or some type of cleaning product, and I'll just pour a little bit, like I said, into a small disposable bottle, and I like to wipe things down, like that tent area when I'm done with it, or just different things. You'll find a lot of really disgusting, like, I don't mind dirt, I really don't. I don't mind animals, bugs, I really don't. But when it comes to other people being nasty, you're gonna witness a lot of hand, foot, mouth disease. You're gonna witness a lot of just people coughing and snotting, and it's just, you're gonna feel a little bit better with something that you can wipe things down with, or at least I certainly do. But I am a bit of a clean freak, so to your own discretion, right? Number 5 is your cell phone. And sometimes your leadership might tell you, don't bring your cell phone. And you know what? You should listen to your leadership. But in my experience, just talking from my experience, right? I was told, don't bring your cell phone. If you get caught with a cell phone, you're going to be in big trouble, right? But I was the only girl in my entire company, and they'd expect me to be at a formation first thing in the morning And you know, I don't have any type of phone or anything to wake me up on time, and they didn't know where the girls' tent was, and just all this stuff. I would always be late to every single formation, like, because I was all, you know, in my own little area with all the females. And having a phone just really makes things a lot easier. I think a lot of times they might say, don't have your phone, but they mean don't have your phone out and don't be on it, like out in the open, but be able to get to places on time. Just like with anything else in your military career, be where you're supposed to be on time in the right uniform. That's all I have to say about that. Number 6 and 7 are mostly for females. So if you're going to be going to the field for over a week, I would definitely say bring a small bottle of shampoo and a small bottle of conditioner, like the travel sized, and you can use a canteen and put it on your head, you know, get your hair wet, and then suds up your hair on like day 4 or 5 when your hair is looking really crusty and maybe all the oils and gels have just like solidified into white mats on your head. And you're just feeling really, really gross. You haven't showered. You've just been using baby wipes. It's something that might help you out a little bit. I always like to do it when I could. So, and then number 7, this is something that I was worried about going out into the field for the first time, and I couldn't find any videos on it or any like advice pages. So for your hair, going out into the field for a few days, it would be beneficial if you put your hair in braids and just use some oil instead of you like normally a lot of military females will use gel and hairspray, but for the most part, from what I've witnessed, a lot of people expect you to look a little bit busted while you're out in the field, and as long as you're able to do your job well and you're able to wear your gear properly, they're not too worried about how many flyaways you have with your hair. So the braids are really going to help you be able to wear your Kevlar, and having the oils, it allows your hair to be a little bit more relaxed, and you won't deal with as much, like, I want to say flakiness. You know how gel, when you put it on in globs, after a while it gets really flaky and disgusting. The oil is just going to be like a very long hair mask for you. It's just going to be adding more and more hair oils, and it's going to be gross because you're going to be mixing in dirt and stuff with it, but it'll save your hair in the long run, because what we don't want is a receding hairline. All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching this video. I'm a little bit nervous, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it. So if you did, just leave a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if there are certain videos that you would like me to share with you guys. All right, thanks. Bye.